Hello, beautiful people of the world. Good evening. So, I'm not yet to talk to you about how important patience is, or how you need to be patient in this world, or how patience is a virtue. But I'm just here to tell you a bunch of stuffs that I hope you'd learn from. So, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 21 of Reality Monday with Damila Imapa. Don't mind the sound of my voice. That sounds somehow dull this night. It's definitely because I have an headache. But I'm still hoping that you learn something from today's episode regardless. So yesterday evening, I was thinking about what today's episode was going to be or what it should be about, and something told me to talk about Valentine. But the fact that some of us have actually not known what love feels like yet, or we are not the relationship kind of people, that thought just died immediately. So then I decided to talk about patience, because as at last week I was struggling with a lot of things, especially I think last week upper week, especially because I was broke, seriously broke. But then this week, I think things got better, things I did not even expect at all. So something just said, why don't you talk about patience? And I know, okay, from last week to this week, you might be saying that, how long is that? Why are you saying patience? But then it doesn't really mean. Patience can be just a few days, patience can be years, but the most important fact is the intention of being patient no matter what. Okay, so I don't know. I'm wondering if you've ever been in a situation where you are so tired about the condition or the situation that you're in at the moment, and you just feel like the only way out is to pass through a shortcut, but then that shortcut is like illegal, and you are in between the thoughts of should I not. I'm definitely sure you've been in situations. Okay, a few people have been in situations, or a lot of people have been in situations like that, and I don't know. I'm wondering what your decision was at that point, or if you've not been, I'm wondering the kind of decision you'd make when you're at that kind of crossroad. Frankly, for me, I've never ever really liked shortcuts. Even when I'm walking when I see a shortcut to somewhere, and I see like, okay, should I pass this shortcut? Should I pass the normal route? I don't know. My mind is always skeptical about passing a shortcut, even when I am walking. I know that sounds weird, but then everything about shortcuts just does not feel right to me. Like, I feel like no matter what you are doing in this life, there's always, like they say, there's always a reaction for every action. No matter what you do, that's what I believe. And there are repercussions to what we do in this life, no matter how small it may be. And me, I am a strong believer of karma too. What goes around always comes around. So there's always an effect for every action that you take. And even if it is just walking, if it is doing something small that you think that, okay, nobody noticed, which was actually illegal or something that would hurt somebody, and you did it just so you could have benefits at that point, then I feel like there's no how it will still later come back to you. No how, no matter how small it is. If not now, it might even be after you die. That's my own thought. Yeah. So I feel like most people try as much as possible to satisfy themselves without actually thinking of the repercussion at the end of the day. We tend to not be patient enough to wait for the so-called right time, which a lot of people actually do not. Nobody believes in waiting again, especially now that the proverb of the patient dog eats the fattest meat or the fattest bone has now changed to anybody that is patient will not see food to eat at all. But at the end of the day, it does not really take anything for you to be patient if you look at it very well, to just be patient enough to wait for your own turn. Wait for your own turn, wait for your own time. And no matter how patient you are, if what you are planning or what you want, what you are waiting for never comes, then it was never meant for you in the first place. If you now think that, okay, maybe because you were patient enough for it and it still did not come, then you shouldn't have been patient, you should have probably passed a shortcut, then but your mentality is something that you should really change. So no matter what you are facing, no matter what you are going through, I think patience is actually, it gives you that, how can I call it, that confidence when it finally comes. And if you go through a shortcut or you do things that you know that are wrong, let me use that word, you know that are wrong, at the end of the day, it will definitely bounce back to you. If it does not bounce back to you in the direct way you did it, to bounce back to you some other way. So patience is actually a virtue, and I hope and pray that you would imbibe it at the end of the day. So that's it on today's episode of Reality Monday. I know this episode is not like the rest, but then I guess it's because of the change of location. I actually changed my location to somewhere I might not be that comfortable in, but then the show must go on. So stick with me, and things will get better for all of us by God's grace. So even though I'm probably not totally broke at the moment now, I still have a lot of things that I need to be patient about, especially achieving my long-term, short-term goals, and so many other things. And I'm just positive. I think that's the most important thing, positivity. I'm positive that no matter how much I wait, no matter how long I wait, if it is for me, to definitely come to me. So that's it on today's episode of Reality Monday Fam. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.